1. What is lying and why is it important to identify? Are you suspicious that someone in your life might be lying to you? We have all been in this situation before, and it can be difficult to know for certain whether or not the person is telling the truth. It can be even more difficult to confront them about it. Thankfully, there are some signs that you can look for that will help you identify when someone is not being honest. In this video, we will provide you with a few tips on how to identify when someone is lying to you. We will also explore the consequences of confronting them about it and how to remain in control of the situation. So, if you suspect someone is lying to you and want to get to the bottom of it, then keep reading to find out how. 2. How to identify the signs of lying. Have you ever had the feeling that someone was not telling the truth? Exploring how to identify the signs of lying can help you detect when someone is not being honest. One of the most common signs of lying is body language. People often can't control their body language when they are telling a lie. They may exhibit signs of nervousness, such as fidgeting, avoiding eye contact, or avoiding touching their face. They may also blush and sweat more as a result of the stress of lying. If someone is trying to cover up a lie, they may have a hard time keeping track of the details of their story. They may also use phrases such as, "I think," or, "I'm not sure," that could indicate that they are guessing or making something up. Finally, liars may become defensive or start to attack you when they are being questioned. They may become angry, start to blame you, or try to change the subject. If they do this, it could be a sign that they are not telling the truth. Knowing how to identify the signs of lying can help you determine if someone is telling the truth or not. 3. Body language, eye contact, and verbal cues. When trying to identify if someone is lying to you, it's important to pay attention to all the cues they are giving off. Body language, eye contact, and verbal cues can all be indicators of deception. Body language is a crucial indicator of whether someone is trying to deceive you. People often try to hide their feelings of guilt and nervousness by avoiding eye contact, fidgeting, or even covering their mouth when caught in a lie. Additionally, people will often use a guard position in which they cross their arms and legs to create a barrier between themselves and the person they are interacting with. Eye contact is another critical sign of deception. People who are lying tend to look away more often, or find ways to break the eye contact by looking away and not meeting their interlocutor's gaze. Liars often use qualifiers, such as, "I think," or, "I feel," when talking, as well as too much detail in their stories. They may also make up excuses or come off as overly defensive. It's important to pay attention to all of these cues when trying to determine if someone is being honest with you. By analyzing body language, eye contact, and verbal cues, you can get a better sense of whether someone is trying to deceive you. 4 Characteristics of a liar: tone of voice, word choice, and inconsistencies. When trying to distinguish if someone is lying to you, it is important to pay attention to their tone of voice, word choice, and inconsistencies. A person who is lying will often change their tone of voice or the way they speak, as they try to cover up or manipulate the truth. Liars may also use more abstract or vague language to avoid giving away too much information. They may also use words like maybe or probably instead of directly making a statement. When someone is lying, it is important to look out for inconsistencies. Inconsistencies are discrepancies between facts or statements that a person gives during conversation. Inconsistencies may be subtle or blatant, but it is important to pay attention to how someone responds to your questions, and to note any changes in their responses. It is also important to watch for any physical signs of deception such as avoidance of eye contact, nervous fidgeting, or the use of physical obstacles such as furniture or other objects. 5 Conclusion: the impact of lying and how to confront. In conclusion, it is essential to be aware of the signs of a liar. Listen carefully and observe the person's body language and behavior. Pay close attention to their words and determine if they are consistent from one time to the next. Consider whether their story appears reasonable, and be aware of when a person avoids eye contact or changes the topic of conversation. With these steps, you can learn how to identify when someone is lying to you.